Hey guys, it's CocoaTarot, and today we have a pick-a-card on the topic of why you drive people crazy. Basically, we're going to see why you drive people to cuckoo banana town just by being you. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel, but we have 3 piles to choose from based on the images in the thumbnail. So this will be pile 1. This will be pile 2, and this will be pile 3, and I will see you guys in your piles. Hey, pile 1, we're going to get right into your reading and see why you drive people crazy. If this reading resonates with you, when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Let's get your cards out and see what's going on. So pile number 1. Why do they drive people crazy? Thank you so much. 1 card from this deck. You got the Chariot as your significator. Let's clarify this with another deck. Clarify this for pile number 1. Why do they drive people crazy? You got the 3 of Swords in the first house. The 9 of Wands in the second house. The 3 of Wands in the third house. The Empress in the fourth house. The 10 of Wands in the fifth house. The Knight of Cups in the sixth house. The Lovers in the seventh house. The 4 of Swords in the eighth house. The 5 of Pentacles in the ninth house. The Ace of Wands in the 10th house. Whoa. The 8 of Pentacles in the 8th house. And the Ace of Cups in the 12th house. A ton of cards just fell everywhere, which to me is kind of like a tower moment, but that is a lot of cards. You could be driving someone crazy in terms of thoughts because the King of Swords is at the bottom of this deck. There could be someone who is having a lot of thoughts about you, pile number 1. This could even be multiple people. People in general are having a hard time reading you. And with this combination of cards in your spread, you have so much going on internally. You could even be privately reaching certain milestones or processing an immense amount of energy. But with the Chariot as your significator, you look completely calm on the outside. It's as if people can sense this energy bubbling inside of you, but you're not saying anything. You're driving people crazy because they know that you're going somewhere, you're doing something, you're plotting something, pile number 1. You seem so controlled right now. This Empress in the 4th house, she has all these things behind her. You could be learning a lot of new things right now. Some of you could have applied to something, but you didn't tell anyone yet. It does have the energy of you pretending to be normal while there's this enormous thing behind you covered up in a tarp, and people coming over being like, what's that thing? And you're like, that's nothing. Just ignore what's under that giant tarp. That's the metaphor or analogy that I'm seeing. You're driving people crazy because they want to know what you're going to do next. You could have stepped away from something a few months ago or hid from the limelight in some kind of way. And instead of people forgetting about you while you were gone, it ramped up these thoughts about you, what you're up to, why you're not sharing things the way that you used to. Some of you are observing something before you act on it. People are getting intuitive hits that you have secretly invested in something but they don't have the proof of that yet. This could even be a relationship with the Ace of Cups, a job with the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys have a contract that you have to be quiet about. There are some energies that can't tell if things are positive or negative because of how secretive you're being. With the Five of Pentacles in the ninth house, certain energies could be wondering if they did something to make you upset because they feel left out of certain plans. Maybe they heard about your plans through someone else. I'm picking up on an energy of someone who feels emotionally hurt by you with the Three of Swords, but you didn't necessarily do anything. It's what you didn't do, what you didn't say to them that has them feeling a bit left out. Almost like they're the last person to know these big things going on in your life. You're driving people crazy because they're not invited. Some people could even be seeing pictures online and being like, wait, I didn't know they were doing that. I didn't know they were throwing an event. Why didn't I get invited? I don't feel as if you're intentionally leaving people out, pile number one, but there's something about people's insecurities feeling sensitive around you. You could be so friendly and nice to people with the Empress energy, but you still don't include them on certain things in your life, which makes them question things about themselves. Once again, is it something I did, something I said? Your boundaries are up with the Nine of Wands. That's what's so maddening about your energy, because even though you're friendly and nice with the Nine of Wands, there's this unspoken boundary of don't get too close. I'm being present and engaged, but I'm not 100% accessible. People really don't know where they stand with you, and it drives them insane. With the Ten of Wands in the fifth house, I do see that you have lovers get kind of stressed when it comes to courting you. They feel like they have to work really hard to come up with something to show you how much you mean to them. A lot of overthinking with the King of Swords. I keep coming back to that. It's like this person's energy is hovering over here, or it could be multiple people. But if you're going to be somewhere, people pull out the fine china. They feel like they have to do the extra step to make you feel comfortable, even if you don't ask for it. People drive themselves crazy over analyzing their interactions with you, typing things out to text or message you, and then erasing them. People make every interaction with you a big deal. With the Eight of Pentacles in the 11th house, it could be what you do for work. You could have a job title where people are always trying to impress you, bring you their ideas. This feeling that if they start an emotional connection with you, it could open financial doors for them. It's funny because we're doing this reading about driving people crazy. And you would think that would come with this big bulldozing type of personality. Pile number one, you're actually subtle. You don't overwhelm people. It's the opposite. You say the smallest thing, and that's what gets overanalyzed. There's this combination of being aloof while also being intense. You open the door to wonder for a lot of people. That's why people get overwhelmed even when they're having fun with you, because the fifth house, that Leo, is all about fun and romance and play. People see you having fun, enjoying yourself, and they get burdened. They start to think, I want to have that much fun. I want to be that mysterious and cool. You've got people wanting to rebrand, driving themselves crazy, trying to figure out how to have that je ne sais quoi that you have. People feel a strong connection to you, but they question it. With the Lovers in the 7th house, the Lovers is about alignment. And when people are around you, they feel connected to you on a deep level. There's an instant attraction to you, while at the same time feeling like there's consequences to getting to know you. If pile number one and me hang out, we're going to get married. We're going to be best friends. You could be someone who retreats when things get intense, which leaves people even more in their head. If that's not the case, there's just this silence that makes energies think harder about you. There's a pattern here of intensity, stillness, intensity, stillness, intensity. That is the pattern people experience with you in close relationships. People still feel this fluctuation that you carry. You could retreat in order to process certain things. And to other people, they feel like you're being weird. Why are you being weird with me, pal number one? You could have the most fun with people, and then you just disappear. Starting with the Three of Swords and ending with the Ace of Cups means that you are instantly forgiven once you pop up in people's lives or you come back from that silence. Even though you drive energies crazy, they don't seem to hold a grudge against you for it. They assume you have your reasons and are just happy to be in contact with you again. So I guess all that to say, you drive people crazy when they don't hear from you. I'm hearing that song by Outkast, I Like the Way You Move. You move things for people, you activate them. Because you have this beautiful spark to you, it naturally makes people restless. You have so many people laying in bed at 2 a.m. still wondering what the heck you meant by what you said. You're like a really yummy psychological soup that people will never get tired of. But that is your reading, pile number one, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile two, we're going to get right into your reading and see why you drive people crazy. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Let's get your spread out and see what's going on. So pile number two. One card for pile number two. Why do they drive people crazy? Thank you so much. One card for pile number two. You got the Tower in reverse. Let's clarify this with another deck. So clarify the Tower in reverse for pile number two. Why do they drive people crazy? Thank you so much. Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune reversed in the first house. The Page of Pentacles in the second house. The Knight of Wands in the third house. The Seven of Wands in the fourth house. The Three of Wands in the fifth house. The Hermit in the sixth house. The Six of Swords in the seventh house, sorry. The Knight of Swords in the eighth house. The Eight of Swords in the ninth house. Justice in the 10th house. King of Wands in the 11th house. And the Page of Swords in the 12th house. Chariot at the bottom of the deck. You're definitely giving some energies a bit of anxiety. But pile two, there are people who are profoundly affected by you who are pretending like they are not. People who are watching you with the Page of Swords in the 12th house who are pretending they are not. If you went in their phone, you would be all over their search history. But in person, they would be like, I don't even think about pile number two. There are certain people you're driving crazy because they feel like they're in a silent competition with you. With the Tower and Wheel of Fortune in reverse, they feel directly affected by your energy. Some of you are driving people crazy because they can't pretend to be you anymore. I'm picking up on an energy who, when they're around you, they're pretending like everything is fine on the inside. Meanwhile, they're crying about you without you even knowing, pile number two. You have triggered a huge disruption in someone. There is something about you that is causing another person to become a bit unstable. And my voice is breaking as I'm saying that. They try so hard not to react to your energy, and nothing works. It's as if you have profoundly impacted someone who did not want to be impacted by you. You were the last person they expected to reach them in such a deep place. Every time they think they're over you and they finally kick the habit, you show up in their orbit again in the most uncanny way, totally unexpected. And they feel like they have to hold on to something, whether it's their composure to keep a poker face. So you don't know that they're internally freaking out. If you have recently made a comeback somewhere, reappeared in some kind of way, this energy feels dysregulated by that. You terrify someone because they feel like they've lost control with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm hearing the song Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears. Whoever I'm picking up on feels like they tried so hard to barricade you out of their heart space, but you managed to get in there. It's like an anime when the main character does the talk jitsu and talks the villain out of destroying the whole planet. He just says a few words. That's your energy. And you would think finding someone who understands you would be cathartic. But for some reason, with you, pile number 2, it feels terrifying. It feels like the earth breaking beneath someone's feet. You have the ability to make people feel totally ungrounded. I'm seeing people have encounters with you and in their head thinking, why am I doing this? This could be positive or negative. So someone doing something shady and then thinking, why did I do that? Or someone kissing you and thinking, why did I kiss them back? You irritate people who want to be in control of everything about themselves. It's like once they get around you, I just heard they can't be a Virgo about everything. I think when people get around you, pile 2, their ego finally feels tired or worn out. They take off their mask because suddenly they feel the weight of the performance they put on with other people. Knowing you is an ego death on its own. Something about being around you, people just automatically have to be real or show a part of themselves that they don't necessarily want to put on Front Street. With the Hermit in the 6th house, it's easy to think about you and drive yourself crazy when alone. So there are energies that distract themselves from thinking about you. And it's in those quiet moments that you resurface. And it causes that internal tower. They want to move on with the 6 of Swords, but your energy just pulls people back to you in a secret way. Because I'm telling you, a lot of these people are pulled back, but they don't want you to know that. They don't want to show you with the Page of Swords in the 12th house how much they reflect back on your energy. Sometimes the Knight of Swords to me can be someone verbally freaking out, just suddenly having a lot to say impulsively that can almost feel like out of nowhere. So you could have energies that send you a long paragraph or blow up on you out of nowhere. And it's not out of nowhere. It's that Hermit card. They have thought about your energy so much that they have this fuel behind it. But for you, since they have hidden this tower, this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you're like, where the heck is this coming from? I didn't even know you felt this way. I'm hearing, I didn't even know you were mad at me. And Kitty just kicked the Page of Swords off the screen. So energies have definitely been holding on to things they want to say to you. It's like as soon as people want to move on, they get this feeling of, no, I need to tell them how I feel. I need to give them a piece of my mind. You make people feel vulnerable and they don't like it. This is you with their heart. It's a total gotcha. There are some people that haven't emotionally blown up on you because they feel like they can't say anything, because just by acknowledging it would admit that they have been looking into you or they have been keeping tabs on you. It's a catch-22. If they say something, they expose themselves. If they keep holding on to it, they explode from the inside. You drive people crazy because they feel like they can't go around your energy. They have to go through it. The King of Wands and the Knight of Wands is going back and forth between doing something and not doing it. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I tell them how I really feel or shouldn't I? Should I tell them how mad I am at them or shouldn't I? It's exhausting to have to behave rationally with you, to maintain appropriate boundaries with you. You affect people who normally don't have to think about how they come across to others. The King of Wands keeps moving to the Justice, and King energies don't have to chase, especially the King of Wands. He can kind of just occupy space and people will come to him, and it becomes a role reversal with you where you embody that King of Wands, and it makes them wonder, well, who am I? I'm not the one who gets driven crazy. It's the other way around. I shouldn't be here typing up messages. That should be your energy, pile number 2. You've got people pretending not to care. Meanwhile, they're heavily invested in what you got going on. If you've been feeling this, but you don't have proof, I feel like I just gave it to you. You're on people's watch list, even though they pretend like you're invisible. You can't show them this proof, though. These energies pride themselves on being rational adults, which is why they do all their watching in secret. As much as they want to refuse for your energy to become a thing for them, it already is. They're always going to wonder what you're up to. But that is your reading, pile number 2, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3, we're going to get right into your reading and see why you drive people crazy. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Let's get your spread out and see what's going on. So pile number 3. Why do they drive people crazy? Thank you so much. One card for pile number 3. Okay, you got the Knight of Cups as your significator. Let's clarify this with another deck. Clarify this for pile number 3. Why do they drive people crazy? Thank you so much. We got the Queen of Swords in the first house, the King of Swords in the second house. Wow. That is a pair. The Four of Swords in the third house. The Four of Cups in the fourth house. The Eight of Pentacles in the fifth house. The Empress in the sixth house. The Knight of Swords in the seventh house. The Nine of Swords in the eighth house. The Ace of Pentacles in the ninth house. The Nine of Pentacles in the 10th house. The Five of Pentacles in the 11th house. And the Knight of Cups again in the 12th house. There are so many patterns in your spread, pile number 3. For starters, the King and Queen of Swords flipping out immediately was crazy. Not to mention the fact that there are no wands here. So immediately, it doesn't have to be a love situation. But to think that there is no fire in this spread with a topic like why you drive people crazy is crazy in itself. Something about this energy feels mature. With the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups, there is a high regard for you. People respect your energy. So even if they have crazy feelings about you, they're not going to mention it until they figure out in a mature way where those feelings are coming from. Energies feel as if it's hard to keep your attention. With the Queen of Swords, you're so perceptive, especially in romance, that it gets people in their head about how to approach you. What's crazy is the Queen and King of Swords to me can sometimes be a couple who is not together anymore. So you even have people that you have dated in the past, have been with, lived with, who still don't know how to approach you. There's definitely a feeling of you falling out of love with someone and it driving them emotionally mad. For some of you, you drive people crazy because they feel like you're an opportunity that they slept on with the Four of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. Someone who deserved more of their attention when they were with you. And I'm talking, they could have been right next to you, sleeping in the same bed as you, but they feel crazy with the thought that they didn't do enough for you romantically. Since there's no wands, this could be someone who came to you with a lot of passion, or the relationship was passionate, and now it feels as if they want to come toward you in a more watery energy. Almost like they wish they would have gotten to know you better than just tried to get in your pants or listen to you instead of dismissing the things that you had to say. Someone here feels like the way they treated someone else in a connection is how they should have treated you. You're driving someone crazy with the fact that they can't turn back time. I'm hearing that song, If I Could Turn Back Time. That song by Cher, If I Could Find a Way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you. You're driving someone crazy because they're sorry. For some of you, this could even be someone that you divorced, and they genuinely feel apologetic for the way that they treated you. I'm hearing that quote that says something like, God gave me you while I was young, so I would know loss for the rest of my life. For some of you, you and this person could be friends. It feels like an amicable relationship. You could have broken up years ago. I'm talking 10, 15 years ago. And they still see you and think, what if we had gotten it right? How different would our lives be right now? I don't know what happened in this connection, whether it's romantic or platonic, but you could have been the one to finally walk away after cutting someone a lot of slack. This person could have had a lot of pride, and it was hard for them to admit things when they were happening. But now that it's over, or it's been over, because I feel like this is not someone you have dated recently or have been in a connection with recently. This is someone who, regardless of your gender, has seen you grow into the Empress over the course of years. This is a love that has grown over time. With the Knight of Cups coming up twice, this is someone that you could have some really great memories with, but you're driving someone crazy with regret. This person could think about you a lot at work when they're doing mindless tasks. We talk about projections a lot on this channel, and this feels like someone projecting romantic significance onto you. You're always going to mean something to someone, no matter how much time passes by or what your relationship status is with each other, platonic or romantic. There's always going to be a soft spot for you because of those memories, because of the things that you guys shared. The only reason this person hasn't really come back into your life is out of respect for your current situation. As much as they'd love to see you again, they know that things are different now. I think what drives them crazy the most is the fact that they had you, pile number 3. You were literally in their hands. With the 9 of Pentacles in the 10th house, this is especially for you guys who have found your own in the world or have become more independent after them. Maybe you started something new, but there's even a bigger respect because this person, they knew your dreams, they knew your goals, and now they see you living them. So that's also part of the reason that they hold back from inserting themselves into your situation. In some way, they feel like the only respectful doorway back into your life is if the universe made it so. This sounds crazy and it won't be for everyone, but if you have been divorced from someone for like 15 to 20 years, they still look at you with soft eyes. Whoever this energy is, they're very perceptive. You guys could be kind of connected in a weird way spiritually, but they understand with the Ace of Pentacles in the ninth house that you want and deserve something real. That no matter how complex and psychological you guys' connection is, you want something grounded in the real world. And that's what trips them up. They have a hard time transferring this energy from this chaotic place to something real. They could even feel like they're constantly fumbling the only thing that felt real to them. It sounds crazy, but whoever this is, they have definitely treated the wrong people in their life the way they should have treated the right people for them, if that makes sense. You drive people crazy, pile number 3, because they realize that it was them that needed you the most. Even if they made you feel like you needed them to be successful, they knew deep down that they needed you. Regardless if it is a particular person or people in general, you have an after effect. There are some energies that really take you for granted, and way down the line, I'm talking years, they have moments in their life where they're like, I wish pile number 3 was here, or this would be a situation that would be so much easier if pile number 3 was here. Your energy itself ages like fine wine. You said things 5 years ago where the people around you were like, that doesn't make sense. That is not true. And now they realize not only what you said was the truth, it was exactly what they needed to hear. It's hard for people to predict your energy. There have been whole prophecies projected onto your life that did not even become nearly true. You have exceeded so many people's expectations with where your life ended up. And I don't get a bad energy from these people. It's just like, we didn't know. I'm hearing, we didn't know you'd turn out to be such a gem. If you guys are parents now and people knew you before you had kids, it is shocking how well you wear motherhood or fatherhood. And don't get offended by this, but there were people, even maybe your own parents, who thought that you wouldn't be able to handle that kind of responsibility. If you don't have kids, maybe it's something huge in your life that people didn't think you would be ready for. But you have turned out amazing at whatever role it is, whether it's a parent, a job, whatever. People didn't know you had it in you to be the kind of person that you are. You turned out better than a lot of people expected. There could be some of you that came from a divorced home or parents that weren't together, but now you're happily married, or you have a family, or you didn't let the situation you grew up in deter you from finding that kind of relationship. You're giving off hometown hero vibes. That's why a lot of people want to turn back time. They want to relive those hallway conversations with you, those times at work when you were just hanging out and being silly, those slow moments just hanging out on the couch with you or whatever. People drive themselves crazy with memories of you. You're like a sweet taboo for people. Pile number 3. But that is your reading, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.